What's up, guys? It's your girl Ray with no cat. But it's okay, she'll be back next week. I'm bringing you a banger, episode number 7. That's right, lucky number 7. I'm digging it. I'm really so proud of Modern Outreach and where it's going and what me and Kat have accomplished so far, and I look forward to what's to come. I'm really excited. I think if it turns out the way I envision it, it's going to be something special and something that the city really, really needs. So thank you so much again for tuning in. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Make sure to share with others. And yeah, I'm going to go into the recap like I always do. Last episode, we talked about living with the homeless. Of course, we used that because we wanted it to be eye-catching. Homeless is a huge topic nowadays, but of course, we like to call people experiencing homelessness the unhoused, of course. But yeah, just giving our honest opinions through experience, of course, on what exactly it is to live and coexist and be friends and neighbors with people coming off the street or into housing, permanent housing, because everyone deserves a chance, especially to normality and just a certain je ne sais quoi of life. You know, everyone deserves a certain quality of life. So who are we to judge anyone coming off of the street? Because guess what? When they got that key, they're not homeless anymore. Remember that. And a lot of us are a car crash, a bad situation happening, a layoff, a fire away from being homeless. So we never can judge those who are into these, you know, in these situations and predicaments, especially now with people that have had their homes burned down and things like that. So there's so many avenues of homelessness out there and people that are unhoused. So props to episode number 6. So now episode 7, what are we going to talk about now? And of course, since it's our lucky episode, I'm going to drop some 7 tips on self-care. All these episodes talking about who are the homeless, who's housing the homeless, how to live with the homeless, and all these new things that we have to digest, especially what's going on in the world. Every time we turn on our phones, turn on the TV, there's something critical happening that is impacting all of us. So I wanted to make sure that we're taking care of us first, because we can't pour out of an empty glass. We can't. It's not healthy, and burnout is real, and not just from work, but all aspects of life. So with that being said, let's tap in to number 1. Number 1 is something I'm still learning to this day, but you know, for my experience, I used to let people walk all over me. I was a yes woman. I wanted to make everybody happy. I was a people pleaser, and I went out of the way to make other people happy and to please them, and I got nothing in return. And so that is setting up boundaries. You have to set up boundaries with people. This is the most healthiest thing. It's okay to say no. It's okay to say not this time. It's okay to say no, I can't. It's okay to say I don't want to. I don't have to. I can do it. We can do it later. Let's not today. Let's hold it back later. We can do all those things. It's okay to not allow people to just take the last cent out of our coin purse. Okay? So you don't have to necessarily, you know, be rude or come off a certain way. You can say it politely, but make sure that you give yourself some grace. You give yourself some time. You give yourself, you know, that space in between that person so that you can do you and have enough to pour out of you into other people's cup. So So number dos, number dos, we're gonna hit number dos. Number dos is don't bring work home. Yes, this is a part of self-care. You want to know why? Because when you bring work home to your significant other or your husband or your children, you're making your home environment toxic. You're bringing your work home. You're frustrated with your kids. You're transferring all of your work onto your people, your safe place, the people you love. And that's endangering your relationships with those people. And so that's a part of self-care to me, because when I go home, I want that environment to be my woosah environment where I can just relax, where I'm not transferring any of my negative things that happen to me at work. I'm not doing any of that. I am with my people, I am with my loved ones, and that is my safe zone. And I'm not going to penetrate my safe zone with my work or what happened at work or why I'm upset that something happened. I'm not going to do that. So that is a part of self-care. Number 3, make sure to get out. If you live in, a lot of you do live in Los Angeles, make sure to just get out, go places, do things. Uno vida. You only have one life, okay? So what are you going to do? You're just going to work and go home and work and go home and work? No, stop the routines. Mix it up a little bit. Do something outside of yourself. Go to the beach. Go and see a concert. Go see a live performance somewhere. Go to a museum. Go do something that you've never done before. Get out and about. Treat yourself. Love on you. Take yourself out on dates. If no one takes you out on a date, screw them. Go on a date. Take yourself out. Do things. Go to the movies alone. Go to the restaurant alone. Okay? A part of self-care is loving on yourself. Because if you don't love you, who's gonna love you? So make sure that you are spending that time alone, but going outside of yourself and doing something fun. Or if you like to go out with friends, that's totally fine too. But definitely don't have those friends that want to do the same thing all the time and never want to go out. No. And I'm probably actually one of those friends because I don't really like to drive everywhere. But I love it when a friend motivates me and or threatens me to get out of my bubble and to go somewhere that I don't want to go. So for sure that. Number 4, you pamper yourself. Okay? Make sure you're getting your nails did, your hair done, you going to your dentist, you going to the doctor, you getting your physicals, you're getting your toes done, you're getting that fresh pedicure, you're getting that do you. Okay? Invest into you. You are your product. You are your marketing. You are what people are going to look at you and unfortunately have bias and judge you. But hell, give them something to look at. Okay? Do not take away from expressing yourself in a whole different level and buying new things. And if you got it, go ahead, treat yourself. It's okay. So many providers, we're so caught up in like taking care of everyone else because that's who we are, caregivers a lot of the time. And we love to buy things. I love to buy things for my husband, for my dog, when I see them because I love them and I want them to have nice things, and that's okay too. And sometimes I'll see like a mom who's like it's clearly like she's shopping for herself, but of course she has a basket full of her kids' clothes, right? They can't resist it. You just have to buy these little people clothes. I get it. I do it for my dog, but nevertheless, make sure that you are loving on you, spoiling you. Go have that steak and lobster dinner. Go have that acai bowl, whatever you're into. Make sure that you're doing it for you, not just the people you love. Number 5, guys, my favorite number 5, my favorite number 5, my favorite number 5, my favorite number 5, number 5, favorite number. And what is that? Take a break. Take a damn break. Literally, I had to learn this because I get so wrapped up into work, and this has gone on years and years. And if my bosses are listening, they know me. And I am a workaholic. I cannot stop going, especially if I'm in the middle of something and then you're telling me that I have to take this mandatory break in the middle of the day when I'm busy, as opposed to let me just knock out all my work and then I'll take the break later. That's how I was. But no, what was I doing? I love my lunch break now. I love a good 10-minute break. I love, oh yes, I look forward to it now, because it's something that you have to train yourself, especially if you're a workaholic, especially if you're a case manager. Meetings start bleeding into each other, then you have your own meetings, then you have your case notes, then you have applications, then you have 4 crisis interventions, then you have someone who's suicidal ideation, then you have, literally within a day, there's so much. And then it's like, oh my gosh, 7 hours later, you look up to breathe and you haven't taken a lunch or a break and you're almost off. So that happens a lot. Stop doing that. Period. They don't pay you enough. I never got paid enough as how much I worked. And so that was my, that was my kind of love letters to my clients. I love them through all the work I put into them. I wanted the application to go in fast. I didn't want to procrastinate and wait till later to do that. No, I wanted to knock it out then so I wouldn't have to worry about it. I know that when you are a parent, you don't take a break, right? Until the kids go to bed. That's not healthy either. When they have nap time, that should be your nap time too. Make sure that you take the time out for you. Self-care. Self-care, people. Number 6, I mentioned it in number 5, procrastination. Do not procrastinate. That is not, number 1, it's not self-care whatsoever. It's not. You know why? Because here you are with all the time in the world, like me. I waited last minute to record this podcast. So it's midnight. Okay, I'm filming a podcast and I'm stressed. I gotta edit. I gotta do all these things to get it out to you guys fresh on the docket on Mondays, baby. Period. But literally, why did I do that? I had all the time in the world, but I procrastinated. So my stress level is up. My blood pressure is probably skyrocketed. My anxiety's through the roof. Why? You're doing it to yourself. Stop doing that. Case managers, stop procrastinating on your case notes. If you have an agency that's nice enough that gives you the allotted time to do your case notes, fine, procrastinate, enjoy you. But if you don't, then what happens? You're not properly recording all the work that you're doing for your clients, so they know all the work that you're putting into your clients. Instead, you're just shorthanding what you've done throughout the day. Even though you've done 573 things, you only recorded 3 because you were lazy and you didn't want to do it. As opposed to when you meet with a client after every meeting, no matter if it's over the phone or in person. While it's on the phone, it's actually really easy, and in person, matter of fact. If a client was in my office, I just open my computer to the case notes, and I would literally in real time be typing in my case notes on what I'm helping that client with. So I didn't have to worry about anything when the client stepped out of my room. The same thing with the phone. If I'm on the phone with a client, I'm knocking it out during that phone call. It's just a lot easier, and I find it when I'm doing stuff in real time like that, then I am literally recording every single thing that I am doing in real time, which is awesome because it's great to see the progression that you've gone through as a case manager throughout your different cases and clients. So yeah, procrastination. Stop doing it so you can have better self-care. And number 7, hygiene. Yes, I said it. I said it. Self-care, hygiene is key. I have something like, look, I don't want to look at two people and say who's a case manager and who's a client. I don't know. I don't know. Look, some people become their environments. I don't know. But make sure you take care of you. Make sure you're going to the doctor. Make sure that you're brushing your teeth, washing your face. Make sure that you are doing your annual checkups, that men are getting their prostate checkups, that women are getting their breast, exams and cervical cancer exams and all that good stuff. Make sure you're taking care of you. Make sure that you're showering. Make sure that you're washing your clothes. Make sure that you're cleaning your apartment. Hell, we're over here cleaning our hoarded client's apartment, but ours looks like, we a cheeseburger wrapper away from being just like our clients' apartments. So literally, make sure that you are taking your mental health days off if your agency provides those. If you do lose a client, I've unfortunately lost some clients in my days. Take your bereavement days. That's what they're there for, because you have to definitely process things and get over things. Make sure that you're taking your vacation time. Make sure when you're sick, take the time off. Please don't bring your germs to work and spread them, because you don't have any boundaries, and you want to do this and that for somebody. Like, you gotta definitely pick and choose how you want to support yourself, because you cannot pour out of an empty glass, and you can't help anyone if you need help. One of my last things for self-care, especially if you're in this industry, and you are a social worker, a case manager, a supportive staff, whatever you are, I will say this. You have to be completely over your trauma in order to serve this community to your best ability. You are hindering people that you work around and you serve. You're hindering them because people can feel energy. And you are around a very vulnerable population that feeds off of energy. And if you are triggered by anything, due to your own trauma that you haven't resolved, that is not fair to that population. And I feel like you should remove yourself until you work on you to provide the best side of who you are. And that might take time. Yes, of course. But it creates a toxic work environment for sure if you are still stuck in your trauma, and you're being triggered all day, every day by people, in real time experiencing theirs. Right now, the suicide numbers are astronomical. I've never seen it quite like this before. We are in March, and as of today, this year, over 150,000 people have committed suicide. And I do want to bring that up because Mental health is real, and these are difficult times where a lot of people are processing things, especially with financial money. Anything around there is involved. Yeah, people start really getting depressed. And I just want to say that anyone experiencing depression right now, it is 100% valid, number one. Number two, all of us go through depression in different ways, in different capacities, for sure. But I just want to stress that it will get better. And that's coming from real life experience. It will always get better. Never give up. Hold on tight. Because if no one loves you, I love you. I care 100% about who you are as a person, and we're all in it together. All we need is a little grace. All we need is to open our eyes and to see all of us are the same, no matter what our skin color is. And no matter what happens, we all, at the end of the day, just truly need each other. So, with that being said, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Number one. Number two, love yourself. Because if you can't love you, how? How you gonna love me? How you gonna love Modern Outreach? How you gonna love the people who love you? So, take my advice. And that's it. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'm gonna hit the button now. Like, comment, and subscribe.
Like, comment, and subscribe, please. And thank you.
Konnichiwa.